Folks, hello. Recently on TikTok, I created a video where I was telling a story from years ago how I was on a date and didn't realize that I was on a date. That video got me thinking about dating in general and specifically my first kiss, which was with my best friend Marci. We've been friends for 20 years, and if you want to learn more about it, there'll be a link up here somewhere that you can click on. But here's what I remember about that kiss. It was in grade 8. We had actually talked about it and planned it and had all the things ready. I remember it was at my parents' house. For some reason, they weren't home. It was Christmas time. The Christmas tree was lit up. The lights were low. And it happened. And she'd kissed other people before, but this was my first kiss. And after it happened, it was sort of a bit anticlimactic. At least that's what I remember of the story. I'm catching up with her tonight over Zoom, and I thought I would ask her what she remembers to either fill in the gaps or, confirm my story. Hello.
Hello.
You're in your car. What are you doing?
Right now, I am sitting outside the community center waiting for a kid to be done with swim lessons because that's my life.
Just some random kid, or is this one of your own?
This one belongs to me.
So, Marci, I was telling everyone that, my first kiss was with you, and I sort of have what I think is my version. I know what is my version, and I'm curious to see if our stories match up. So what do you remember?
Well, first of all, I remember in the most typical you and me fashion possible. We had a lot of discussions about it leading up to it, and we definitely planned it out and communicated and had a lot of, consent discussions before that was even a thing, and made a plan. So we would go to your house after school because your parents wouldn't be home. So we went to your house after school and we set the perfect mood song because we had picked out a song that we wanted to have it because it was going to be a moment in our lives that we remember forever. And we were very into, Disney musicals. So the song that we picked was the Aladdin from the Aladdin soundtrack. Oh God, what's the name of the song?
A Whole New World?
The Whole New World. So we put the song on to get the mood right. And we stood kneeled in front of your television set area where the music was coming from. I was on my knees kneeling, and it was like a slow motion, like going for it. And then it happened. It was very anticlimactic, as I recall. It was like afterwards. Like that was that. Okay, cool. We did that. And the song was over and everyone was like, all right, that happened. Now let's go on about our lives.
Okay, wait. So I have a few follow-up questions and then I'll share what I thought happened. Was I any good is the question. And you can be honest.
To be fair, I know this was your first kiss. This was not my first kiss. Yep. I was what you would call a little more experienced in the kissing department. I can't say that I recall it being like, this was really amazing, but I don't think it had anything to do with you. I think it had to do with a whole lot of other things. Chemistry being sort of one of those things. I do remember thinking right afterwards, I don't think we're going to be boyfriend and girlfriend for like a lot longer. I think we're going to be friends. I mean, that aside, I think it was fine. How was I?
Well, yeah, I knew that you were more experienced. And I remember I felt like we did it a little bit more. Like I felt like that we did like one kiss and then we tried it again.
We did. We tried it a couple of different times because I think it was like, how is it going to go?
Yeah. And I remember feeling anticlimactic too, but being like, cool. I'm so happy that my first kiss was someone that I just like adore so much that like, what a cool experience to have my first with this person. But I also remember feeling like, oh, okay, this is it. And not because you did anything wrong. I think it's because we talked about it logistically too much.
I think we overthought it and overplanned it. Therefore, it was definitely anticlimactic for sure.
Yeah. It's so funny though. So I actually didn't remember the music. I didn't remember A Whole New World, but that makes sense because we love that song. But it's funny. I remember for some reason in my mind, it was at nighttime and
Oh,
my family was gone and the Christmas tree was on. That's what I remember.
I don't recall a Christmas tree, but there very well could have been. That would have been like, you know, on brand for the whole situation to be like sparkly lighting to go along with the music. Let's just
I
say
said
we
it
tried
before.
our chemistry more than once.
We did.
And, it wasn't in the cards.
Well, it turns out I liked boys, so like that was the thing. Well, listen, I have to say, it's a repeat of earlier, but yeah, I just like there's a part of me that was like I feel so grateful that that experience was with someone that I did love. Although we didn't end up romantically, it was like it was nice to share it with someone that you genuinely had feelings for. So
It was really nice to have a safe space to be like, is this okay? Are we doing this right? Can I put my hand here? Do you like it when I do that? Like, we
yeah.
felt safe in each other's presence enough to be
Mhm.
vulnerable. And that
Yes.
anytime it happens is a beautiful thing,
Yep.
regardless of whether or not it turns into anything. I think that in general is a thing in life that is so rare, and it should be cherished no matter what. And
Yeah.
the fact that it was that indelible of a memory, um, because it was so carefully planned and it was beautiful, and even if it was anticlimactic, it was good as a first because it was safe. So
Totally. Totally. Ugh, this is why I love you. All right. Well, thank you. Thanks for helping me let the people know. And we're not fully aligned on the story, but somewhere in the middle is the truth.
who is ever going to be fully aligned on childhood memories?
I
It's
mean, yeah, from grade 8. Hello. Oh my God, you're the best. Thank you for doing this. I will let you go pick up your child now because I'm sure it's almost time. And I'll say goodbye to the people.
okay. Sounds good. Love
Great.
you.
Love you. Folks, thanks for tuning in. As always, you're my best friend. Call me every 5 minutes. Goodbye.